Hello, my dear viewers and the rest of the listeners. Welcome for this presentation in which we are going to be looking on the topic how to dress and what it communicates. How to dress and what it communicates. My name is Mema GM, or you can simply call me Emily Swap. Dressing and its implication. My dear viewer and my dear listener, I know that you have been dressing since when you are born. Every day, each and every day, you come out of your bed, you dress. But have you ever asked yourself what you undressing means? Have you ever known that you undressing has a certain implication, that the way you dress communicates some information? You have also been dressing, right? I agree with you. But have you been dressing correctly? If you are a lady, if you are a gentleman, have you been dressing correctly? Therefore, this presentation is not only going to explain about how to dress well, but it's also going to inform you what you are dressing communicates. What is a dress? And dress is a clothing or a garment of a specified kind for men or women that is used to cover a section of the body or the whole body of a human being. Therefore, to dress is to put on clothing or a garment to cover yourself or to communicate some information. Therefore, your dress or clothing is used for various purposes. It is used for shielding yourself from the elements of nature, such as cold, rain, amongst others. It is also used to conceal nudity. It is used to decorate yourself. You also make use of dressing to help you look attractive and give good impression. It also helps you to be identified and make your membership to a certain grouping be known. In addition, your undressing helps make your worldview or ideology be known by others. It also helps you in expressing your status and role in the society, and it also helps you to be differentiated in terms of your gender. It also helps you to express what you are passing through your mood as well as your authority. Therefore, your dressing sends various messages in relation to who you are, what you value, and what you think. It is for this reason that people always address you based on how you are addressed, even when they do not know you. For example, a well-dressed person in a stylistic suit will get more attention and respect than someone dressing or dressed casually or solvently. This is because the clothes you wear and how you wear them speaks a lot about you. If you are dressed in a messy, wrinkled, loose, torn, or dirty clothes, you will portray a don't care attitude, leading to being undressed or treated in a demeaning manner. But if you are dressed in a clean, well-fitting, kept nice suit, you will portray a picture of a confident, dedicated, and focused person who means business and therefore being treated with a high level of respect. In addition, if you are dressed in tight, sexy clothes that are also revealing, you will still draw such kind of attention as portrayed by your dressing. A good dressed person in appropriate clothing fit for the occasion can be said to possess a good hygiene, thus looking to his or her level best, and will thus feel good and confident about himself or herself, and even receive possible side benefits from whoever meets with him or her. When dressed appropriately, you are about to receive special treatment from those that meet with you, including addressing you using titles for respect, such as Sir, Madam, amongst others. and even give you some special treatment. However, if you are casually dressed, you are dirty or dressed very casually, many people may not even recognize you or treat you with the respect that you deserve, regardless of your possession, unless they know you at individual level. Always remember that when people meet with you for the first time, they have no other way they can use to judge you other than through your dressing and your looks. In reality, all of us size someone up based on the appearance and determine what level of respect they should receive based on that finding. Therefore, if you want to receive special treatment and be welcomed with respect by whomever that meets with you or whoever that meets with you, you have no other option other than to dress nicely and appropriately. So, are you aware that whatever you cover yourself with pass some message to the people that you interact with? For this reason, it is important to note that your dressing expresses certain information about yourself, communicates something about yourself, and about what you intend your viewers to see, and also invokes certain thoughts in your viewers or audience. So, the language of your dress is so powerful that it overrides whatever that you communicate orally. This is because your audience will always judge you based on your dressing or appearance and may not even listen to what you are saying. In fact, clothing speaks for you and about you even before you open your mouth to say something. Therefore, your dressing communicates about a number of issues or a number of things about you. It communicates about your expectations. It communicates about your social status. It communicates about your values. It communicates about your character. It communicates what you are passing through. It communicates your preferences. It communicates your culture. It communicates your level of confidence. It communicates your interests. It communicates your age. It communicates your authority. It communicates your sexual identity. It communicates about your gender. It also communicates about your membership to specific groups, just as I have said. It communicates your attitude in social context. It communicates your religion. It communicates your occupation. It communicates about your morals or lack of morals. That is why, my dear viewer and my dear listener, having clothing that falls in line to your personality is vital. It is therefore important for you to know how you can use your fashion to communicate your personality and express yourself in a unique way. Because your dressing is an art. It is a form. It is a culture that allows you to convey message about who you are and how you see yourself in the world. For this reason, you need to always choose your dressing style to convey the information that you want to communicate. This is because your appearance is an extremely effective means of communicating non-verbally. For this reason, you need to be very careful in the way you dress because anything that you put on and how you put it on has a certain meaning. The greatest blunder you can ever make, and this is the blunder that many people make, is to imitate, is to imitate, is to imitate another person's style of dressing without a prior consultation from that person to enable you to know the meaning of such person's style of dressing. In fact, each outfit that we put on communicates something different from the other. That is why you need to always make a realistic and thoughtful choice of what to wear, when, based on the event you are attending, so as to communicate the information that you want in an effective manner. In reality, we are what we wear, and that is why dressing is not just about covering ourselves, but it is about expressing who you are and what you want others to know about you based on your clothing. For this reason, your dressing should always speak out your mind and your character. The challenge arises when your dressing communication contradicts your intentions and your values due to lack of knowledge about what you are addressing or about what your addressing means. It is thus important to know that your clothing and appearance are some of the most powerful and important means we have for sending a message about our hearts and our values. Therefore, before you dress, you must always ask yourself the following questions. Number one, is the message you are passing through your dressing consistent with what you really believe, or you are sending a mixed message? Number two, are you thinking one thing in your heart, but sending a message that you do not intend or ought not to send with your outward appearance? Number three, usually, a person who is dressed elegantly conveys a message of respect and seriousness. And therefore, you need to always ask yourself, is your dressing communicating or conveying a message of respect and seriousness or not? Why? Because when a person is dressed sloppily, the message that he or she conveys through his or her dressing is that of irresponsibility, inconstancy, and insecurity. My dear viewer and my dear listener, it is important to note that a person who is dressed elegantly conveys a message of respect and seriousness, while a person who is dressed sloppily conveys a message of irresponsibility, inconsistency, as well as insecurity. Always remember that just as we choose words and intonations to convey different thoughts, that is the same way we choose which attire to dress on and how we combine our various dressing accessories to communicate what we want. Accessories have a huge impact in your final outfit. For this reason, always ensure that you get to the habit of accessorizing. In fact, it is not just the attire and accessories that we dress on that communicate, but it is also the color, the texture, and the fabric for whatever we are put on. That is why you need to always do thorough planning and an objective for what you want to achieve in your dress communication so that you can make your dress work for you. I repeat, your dressing or the way you dress is a method of communication. Therefore, your dressing is a non-verbal communication. You speak through your dressing in the same way you can communicate through your gestures, your mood, your intonations. Therefore, whenever you are about to dress, it is important to note that it is not your body figure that you should consider first when making a selection of what to wear, but it is the message that you want to convey to those that meet with you. Generally, your dressing can communicate a number of things, such as just we have said, and in addition to what we have said. For example, dressing like a flossy tells the viewers to look at you, want you, and last for you. Why? Because you are just easy for them to have you as you are expressing through your dressing. While displaying intimate parts of your body tells your viewers that you are advertising for intimacy. Your clothing should therefore always speak to the person that you are, your brand, and what it represents. Don't be cheated. Don't be cowed. Don't take out yourself. The truth of the matter is, your dressing communicates what is inside you. Therefore, don't tell anyone that your dressing is not meaning what that person is thinking. What you dress, the way you dress, is a direct communication to your viewers. And it should therefore portray the exact message, the exact communication that you want your audience to get. You cannot go naked in public soberly and then you tell someone that you are not intending for some intimacy or you are not wanting or you don't intend your viewers to think about your sexual behavior. Your clothing should always speak to the person you are, your values, your morals, your attitude, your work. Let your dressing speak about even the work that you do, your brand, and what it represents. Therefore, if your clothing is speaking to a person outside of you or giving the information that you do not care about yourself and how you look, that can be of that can be off-putting when meeting new people or speaking in front of an audience. You therefore need to know your personality, your style, your body type, and the message that you want to always pass to people so as to always dress for success each day for your personal and professional lifestyles. This is because first impressions mean a lot. The people see you are dressing even before they look at your face. Whether you like it or not, my dear viewer and my dear listener, the truth of the matter is that whenever you meet with a person, there is something that runs within your mind immediately based on the way that the person is dressed or based on his or her appearance. Therefore, through your clothing, you can take control of how people see you and manipulate their viewpoint. In fact, the process of dressing yourself whenever you are, whether at home, going to bed, going to the garden, going to office, going to a place of worship, or attending any event, you need to remember that getting rest should be a glamorous event that requires you to put thought and effort to this noble task concerning your look and not just covering yourself up or covering your body and hitting the road. For this reason, you should always ensure that your wardrobe contains attire and accessories that make you feel amazing, confident, and powerful wherever you will be at any given time and in whatever that you will be doing. It is therefore good for you to use your fashion as a tool for personal empowerment by selecting clothes that make you feel confident, comfortable, and authentic while still passing the appropriate information to your viewers. Your dressing should thus project a positive self-image about yourself and strengthen your self-esteem. This is because the way you dress influences your attitude, your behavior, and how others perceive you. The truth of the matter is that you will always be judged based on your appearance, and you will be addressed based on how you are dressed. It is therefore important for you to always take advantage of your appearance by dressing to impress and dressing to pass the right and appropriate communication to the right audience. Always keep in mind that for you to remain appropriate, you must always dress the occasion so that the attire you are wearing can also enhance the communication about the occasion you are attending. Even if others are dressed casually, it is always good to dress appropriately by being dressed to impress so that you can be able to communicate more effectively and command more respect from those dressed casually. It is also important to note that your dressing also affects your mood. This is because if you believe that you are looking good in your dressing, you will also feel good from inside. That is why you should always dress how you want it to feel and not how you casually feel or how you actually feel. Because through your dressing, you send a message to yourself and also to the world around you. It is also important for you to always dress for the job that you want and the job that you have. For example, if you have always dreamt of being in charge of others or being the boss in your place of work, it is good for you to always dress as the boss from day one. This is because appropriate dressing changes your demeanor and gives you or gives off an air of importance. Therefore, whenever you are dressing up, always think about how you want people to see you, how you want to portray yourself to the world, and how efficient you want it to be. For example, if you are in your place of work, always dress in a more formal workwear so as to help you achieve your goal and help you communicate who you are in the place of work, even as well as who you would like to be. By so doing, you will be able to help others differentiate you from the rest of the people. In fact, my dear viewers and my dear listener, while you are in the place of work, dress like the office you hold. Don't contradict yourself based on your dressing. If you are in charge of others, dress nicely, dress officially, dress in a presentable manner, dress in a way to impress, dress in a way to express leadership, dress in a way to portray that, in fact, you are in charge. It is also important to know that the color for your dressing has the power to draw out your true self because whenever you are wearing the right colors, you are able to look younger, fresher, approachable, and powerful. My dear viewer and my dear listener, let me ask you this question. Have you ever thought about the message you communicate through the colors for the clothes or for the attire that you wear? Have you ever thought about the information you pass based on that dress of yours, based on that suit of yours, based on the color for that jacket, based on the color for that earring, based on the color for that belt, based on the color for that trouser, based on the color for the shoes you wear, based on the color of your wristwatch? Have you ever known that your color or the colors that you dress in communicate certain information? If not, continue listening to me and you're going to get your colors right. And you will never contradict who you are, what you do, your values, just because of the colors you are dressed in. In fact, colors are not just about the fashion, but are more about how you feel from inside out. Therefore, when a person meets with you and looks at the color of the clothes or the attire you are wearing, he or she should also be able to know that your mood. Are you sad? Are you mourning? Are you happy? Are you celebrating? Are you feeling sad? Are you jovial? etc. This is because some colors, for example, such as black, when you dress in black, it helps you establish power and authority. It portrays that you are in charge. It portrays that you are in control. It portrays that you are the leader. Blue represents trust and being truthful. When you dress in blue attire, it simply tells your audience that you respect them, that you are trustworthy, that you mean what you are saying, that you are an honest person. And therefore, if you are in an occasion that requires such characteristics to be expressed, you need to be dressed in blue. What about when dressed in gray? Dressing in gray represents professionalism and sophistication. It portrays that you are a professional where you are. And it also indicates that you are not that simple. You are not just a vague person. You are somebody who knows what you are doing. You are a person who knows your work. You are a person who understands your business. You are a person who understands your career. You are a person who understands your work. You are a person who understands your position and your professionalism in relation to the others. What about Beiji? Beiji is for informing your audience that you are approachable, that you are not that bad. And therefore, when you dress in Beiji, it expresses to the others that you are welcoming. An example, if you are a professional counselor, for example, and you want to attract people to feel comfortable to you as they express their feelings, why not dress in Beiji? If you want to tell them that you are approachable, that they can speak to you freely, that you are not that bad, that you can listen to them, you can hear what they are saying. My dear viewer and my dear listener, that's very key. Well, when you dress in white, anytime you dress in white, it indicates new beginnings. And what does that mean? It simply means that if it is possible, always have some attributes of some white color in your dressing. Because in everything that you do, in anything that you do, you are always intending to have some new beginnings, to take yourself to greater heights and to go far. In addition, certain color combinations pass certain powerful messages to the audience. For example, when you dress in black and red, a combination of black and red that enables you to have more presence and authority whenever you are. What this means is, of course, sometimes you may want to combine the colors. And now that you know that each color has a certain meaning, then if you want to pass meanings that or messages that enhance each other and don't contradict each other, you can dress in a combination of colors, bearing in mind that each color should enhance a message that the other color is passing. So you are free to combine the colors, but mostly the colors that I have mentioned in this presentation. That is why it is always advisable that you dress in black in venues where you want to show up as a leader or a manager. For example, if you are going to be in charge of a meeting, it is good to dress, for example, in black. If you want to express to all those who are there, the rest of the crowd, that you are the leader or you are the manager. What about dressing in blue? Dress in blue when you are attending negotiations or dealing with establishments of new partnerships or handling financial matters. Gray. Dress in gray when attending meetings, interviews, or presentations. Dress in beige when meeting new or potential clients. Dress in white when dress in white as often as possible. But of course, you may not dress purely white, but have some attire within you. For example, your blouse, your shirt, having white color. So white can be worn almost every time as an indication for new beginnings. Many times, individuals just make a choice for what to dress on based on the occasion that they are dressing for, without being aware of the message that they are dressing will be passing to the others. For this reason, whereas it is okay to dress in order to impress, you need to always be aware of what you are dressing will be expressing about yourself. For this reason, whenever you are about to dress, always remember that dressing is not just about picking an attire and putting it on, but it's all about dressing up to express yourself. In fact, creating classy outfits for yourself is good because it enables you to put together crucial elements and ensure that your style and your confidence shines through. It is thus important for you to know your personal style that projects and reflects your mood, personality, interests, lifestyle, aspirations, and your past. A good dressing style that is classy should lean towards neutral color, palettes, shapes, and fabrics. In other words, my dear viewer and my dear listener, if you do not know about the meaning of the various colors for your attire that you have, then you can lean towards ensuring that you always dress in neutral color attire. Which are these neutral colors? You are going to hear about them just now. Your style of dressing should therefore be based on what you wanted to express non-verbally through your style of dressing. For this reason, whenever you are dressing, first ask yourself what you want to communicate to the rest. Your personal style should always be based on your knowledge about yourself and what you want to say to the world. Therefore, whereas some people may think that their dress is their personal choice, they need to know that their dressing has an effect on the way the rest will perceive them and how they are going to relate with them based on their dressing. In fact, when you know who you are and the information that you intend to pass to the rest, you will always make a list of characteristics of your personality. This will help you make the appropriate selection of your attire based on what you want your clothing to speak about yourself and express yourself, and not based on what suits your body shape. As you dress, you need to always remember that in dressing well does not mean wearing expensive brand name clothes or always wearing a suit and a tie or a dress and high heels. It is perfectly possible to be well dressed in a comfortable and casual way, in cheap clothes, but clothes that are smart, clothes that are clean, clothes that are well ironed. In addition, as you dress, you need to always be aware of the various dress norms for various cultures, various institutions, various organizations, so that you can dress appropriately based on the culture and the norms for the society, organization, or community from where your audience comes from. You therefore need to also familiarize yourself with the dress codes in advance for the organization, society, or people you are going to interact with, so that you can also abide by that code as you go there to perform your activities. For this reason, your attire should always be chosen based on your audience, the event you are attending to, and the purpose for the event. You therefore not just dress the way you want, but you dress based on your audience and the message you want to pass to your audience. That is why you should always find a clothing that represents your personality and the information that you intend to communicate through your dressing. Therefore, the question you must always ask yourself is this: are you dressing or are your clothes sending the right message? It is always important to note that whereas the ones who speak are supposed to help you make others understand what you mean and your intent, your visual communication through your dressing conveys something even more powerful, which is about who you are. It is therefore important for you to always use your clothes to say the right thing that is in tandem with your values and your wants. So, if your dressing is able to express accurately your intentions and match with whatever that you say orally, your message will be understood. Therefore, always choose your clothing and dressing that is an extension of the real you and your message. It is also important for you to always establish and maintain your individualized signature, look, or a style of dressing that matches your personality, your characteristics and values, and what passes the right information to those you interact with. This is because your dressing style embodies what you love and what suits you best based on your body, shape, and the appropriate message that you want to pass to the rest through your dressing. Therefore, because you only get one chance to make a fast and long-lasting impression, you need to make an appropriate decision concerning your dressing. The following are therefore some considerations that you must always make before you dress and as you dress. Number one, consider the occasion and your audience. Make sure that you wear the right outfit for the right occasion based on whom you are meeting with, where the meeting will take place, the type of activities you'll be engaged in, and the kind of environment you'll be in. In fact, dressing in the right clothes for the right context is key. Number two, if you are dressing for work, dress according to the workplace dress code based on what you'll be doing and whom you meet during work session. Therefore, always aim for official attire. Number three, think about the message that you want to communicate through your dress. Be fully aware about the kind of information that you want to communicate through your dressing. It is always advisable to avoid dressing in attire with heavy prints and variant shades because they bring out contradicting information and rely on solid prints. Therefore, dress in clothes that communicate what you want and use details like ruffles and cozy scarves to soften your message. Number four, dressing is embreathable. On always dress in embreathable attire that is non-crease because that is very good. Dressing in unbreathable attire that is non-crease is very good. It is therefore good to practice dressing in garments that are easy to wash, stain resistant, and non-crease. Number five, to ensure you create a cohesive outfit, always ensure you do not dress in more than 2 colors at the same time. Number six, put into consideration your power colors. Choose appropriate patterns and colors that convey the right message based on the occasion you are attending and those that look best on you based on your overall coloring and your physical features, and then wear them consistently to reinforce your personal message. Number seven, make sure you always select the colors that suit your skin tone, that make your skin and eyes pop, while avoiding any colors that don't do you justice and avoid them. It is good to make use of attires whose color fits under neutrals, such as white, beige, cream, navy blue, black, and gray, together with the attires with the different shades and tints of the same color so as to vary the color but remain classy. To always be safe, regardless of your skin tone, it is good to stick to neutral colors. Which are these neutral colors? Stick to black, gray, and brown. Number eight, always ensure that you do not show off your problem areas by dressing them appropriately. If there are parts of your body that make you uncomfortable, that make you feel uneasy, that make people talk about you, it is good to think about those parts as you dress. Why? So that you can always ensure that you do not show off those parts of your body that you call problem areas by dressing them appropriately. Therefore, if you have a section of your body that you would not like to be seen, by items that do not bring those areas to focus. Number nine, it is always advisable to avoid clothes with logos and flashy texts whose meanings you might not even know. Why? Why? My dear viewer and my dear listener, the reason as to why it is advisable to avoid clothes with logos and flashy texts whose meanings you might not even know is to avoid communicating wrong information. You may make people think that you belong to a certain organization, that you advocate for certain behaviors, behaviors that are even not right. yet you don't advocate for them. You don't advocate for such behaviors. Neither do you belong to such organizations. And therefore, because you might not know the meanings of the various logos and texts that are usually printed in clothes, it is good to avoid wearing those attire with the text or drawings or images or logos whose meaning you do not know. In addition, unless you want to market a certain product or institution by dressing in that institution's attire or in branded clothes, it is good to avoid such attire or attire with logos and flashy text as much as possible. Number 10, make a proper plan on what you are going to wear by rehearsing with the various attire so as to ensure that they fit well, they are comfortable, and are passing the intended message. It is always good to plan your outfit the night before instead of rushing before you leave the house. Number 11, make sure you know your body type, your body shape. Identify your style, wear well-fitting clothes, and keep to the occasion. Always make sure that you dress in form-fitting, but not too tight clothing, but that can show your figure. Always remember that if your clothes fit poorly, no matter how attractive or fashionable they may be, you will not look well dressed. Avoid tight clothes. Why? Because they make you look cheap and they make you look heavy, or too large clothes because they make you look sloppy. Number 12, define your brand attributes. Then think of how you will reflect that personality through your dressing. You therefore need to find your unique style of dressing that matches your personality, rhymes with your values, and communicates the message you intend to pass appropriately. Number 13, avoid making sure, or always make sure you dress appropriately for your age. Because if you are young and you dress too old, or you are old but you dress too young, you will have dressed inappropriately. So, whatever your age, instead of aiming to look older or younger, embrace your real age in your dressing as you aim to look like the most fabulous you. No matter how old you are, you need to look good in your clothes by looking after yourself. Number 14, always adjust your clothing and your dressing style to the occasion, but without passing contradictory message from your believers or from your beliefs, your values, and personality. Number 15, make sure you always wear fashion in a way that makes you feel confident and authentic while projecting the right attitude. Number 16, always take a detailed look in a mirror of your full body from the shoes to your hair so that you can be able to have a clear impression of how you look from top to bottom and then straighten it up where necessary. Number 17, always wear items that are made of materials that will last well into the next decade, such as cotton, wool, linen, and silk. It is good to invest in quality clothes over quantity by purchasing clothes that can last for many years while in use, instead of purchasing clothes that are said to be in fashion but have to be changed every 1 to 2 years. It is senseless to invest in expensive clothes but whose utility expires within a very short time. Therefore, it is better to invest in few clothes, even if they are expensive, but use them for many years, instead of investing in acquiring many clothes, which gets outdated within a very short time. Let your wardrobe contain attire that can enable you to remain fashionable with the clothes you have. Gray, black, white, brown sector will always do wonders in your dressing, simply but elegantly. What I mean, my dear viewer and my dear listener, is If you can always ensure that every attire, every item you have in your wardrobe is either of gray color, black color, white color, or brown, together with its related um, uh, colors, or items with mixture of the same colors, then you are sure that you always be dressed well. Therefore, go for gray, black, white, and brown attire. Whenever you're purchasing any, ask yourself, is it within the gray, the black, the white, the brown sector? And of course, the G and black can do. But these three or these four, gray, black, white, brown, can always enhance each other. Number 18, do not rush to dish your old clothes, but try to mix them with new outfits in order to freshen your look. Such timeless pieces can be building blocks for a stylish wardrobe that can offer you endless new looks without the need to constantly buy new clothes. Number 19, as for your shoes, always go for the solid neutral colors such as cream, navy, or black. Why? Because these can go with the multitude of outfits. Always match your shoes color and type with your suit color. Don't wear shoes with different color and type that is opposite of your suit. Always match your shoes color and type with your suit color. Number 20, always keep your dressing neat, clean, and simple while ensuring that your clothes are flattering or are flattering on you, and the colors as well as patterns are balanced. Always avoid the clothing with wrinkles by ironing them before you dress in them. Proper care, such as regular dry cleaning, can extend the life of your clothes significantly and save your cost for purchasing new clothes. Number 21, keep your closet and free up space. I repeat, clean, clean, clean your closet and free up space in your wardrobe by disposing any attire that you have not worn in 2 years or that is in poor condition by selling it or donating it to a charity or by giving it to your friends and relatives. Number 22, avoid buying any attire or accessory without having considered what is in your wardrobe so that you can always know what you need in terms of fabric, colors, prints, and others. Then make a list of what you want to purchase so as to ensure that your new purchases match your other items. Now, having understood what we mean by dressing, my dear viewers and my dear listeners, the next question that is lingering in your mind is this. After having known that, then how should I dress? How should I then dress? In fact, learning how to dress can seem overwhelming, but if you take a few steps or put into place a few considerations, you can always dress better and appropriately, whether as a man or as a woman. Therefore, as a woman, you need to always do the following in order to dress well and appropriately. If you want to be said to be dressed well, if you want to be said to be dressed appropriately as a lady, then you need to do the following. Number one, choose and dress in a style and length that works for the occasion. For example, keep a little black shirt or wrap dress on hand for almost any occasion for day-to-day life. Wear a maxi dress with the slits down the side for leg coverage and better breathability. Choose lightweight fabrics for hot weather so that they don't trap heat. Put on a form-fitting dress in case you are going out or you just want to show your figure. Put on some layer clothing underneath a sleeveless dress in chilly weather, such as a t-shirt or a turtleneck. Add the clothing over the top of your dress to turn it into a new outfit. Always ensure that your blazers, your blouses, and your sweaters follow the curve of your waist. You can always take your clothing to your tailor to be altered to fit correctly. Number two, always wear well-fitting clothes that are not too small, not too tight, or too big in order to dress your best. Also, avoid tops that are too large, wide dresses, and baggy pants because they hide your shape and make your body appear larger than it is. So, always wear clothes with a perfect fit that skims your figure, emphasizes your waist, and makes you look chic, classy, and fabulous. Number three, avoid dressing provocatively so as to avoid creating an inaccurate impression and getting you into people's bad books. Therefore, in order to dress classy, you need to dress modestly while also showing off your best features. However, you should ensure that you do not overexpose your body, especially when it comes to your private parts. You should therefore avoid midriff-bearing tops, clothes that reveal low decolletage or miniskirts. Ensure you always keep your cleavage and your belly button covered, while your armholes on blouses and dresses should not reveal your bra or your armpit hair. Therefore, your hem length on skirts and dresses should just be above or below the knee for everyday wear, with slightly shorter and full length appropriate for classic formal wear. So, wear clothes that accentuate your best features to instantly look chic and stylish, while at the same time dressing modestly. Number four, avoid overcomplicating your outfits by just keeping your outfit simple by choosing the right collection of clothes that go well together. Number five, stay away from trendy clothing. Why? Because such attire lose meaning and value within a very short time for most of them, and most of them lack quality. Just pick clothes that you can easily put on together into chic and classy outfits and wear them for a long time. Choose durable and high quality pieces that do not only look classy and fabulous, but also last longer. Number six, to select your outerwear, it is good to number one, create a more casual look by wearing an oversized button down, such as an oversized long sleeve shirt over top. Wear a long sleeve. Secondly, or number two, wear a long sleeve button up sweater over a dress to turn it into a skirt, especially for dresses with a waistline and with a collar. Finally, or number three, wear a leather jacket over a dress for an edgy look and to help you tone down your super feminine dress, especially when going for a night out. Fourthly, or four, choose a denim jacket to wear over a dress for a go-to outfit, such as one with roses embroidered on it over a black dress or a black denim jacket over a green or purple dress. Fifth, or number five, select a long sweater with your dress for a cute fall look. Then, sixth, make your outfit ready by adding a blazer to make it look more professional by either leaving the blazer open or buttoning a few of its buttons. Number seven, belly or belt. Belt everything. Let me ask you, my dear viewer and my dear listener, are you always dressed in a belt? Do you usually know the importance of a belt? Do you use a belt in each and every of your dressing? Do you think that belt is key as a lady or as a gentleman? Listen to this. Belt everything. That means you need a belt, right? Even if your clothes does not come with a belt, find a way to belt it. Even if your dress does not come with a belt, find a way to belt it. Hook your belt over your dress to cinch your waistline, thus turning your dresses into a more formal fitting dress, such as chunky brown belt over a denim, a thin black belt on a form-fitting upper half dress, and a flowery skirt. You can also put on a scarf of varying thickness, color, and a pattern around your neck to add a pop-up of color to your outfit, especially in cold weather. Number 8, choose jewelry that complements your dress by ensuring that you match the neckline of your dress with a necklace of appropriate length or earrings that complement your outfit's colors. For example, wearing a black choker with a high neckline halter dress, or a pair of longer necklaces with a deep V-neck dress. Then put on heels or wedges to dress up your outfit, make it look dressier. For example, putting on a pair of black heels with a blazer. You can also add sneakers to your dress for a sportier look, especially when you want to make your dress look more casual. For example, wearing white sneakers with a striped shirt dress. You can also put on a pair of neutral colored boots to go with any of your dresses, especially by wearing tall boots with shorter length dresses. Number 9, indulge in regular manicures for your nails and pedicure for your toes, either at home or in a salon. It is good to keep your nails short to medium in length while opting for round or oval shapes with a clear or nude polish or a French manicure. Avoid stiletto nails and burnt or neon colors, nail art, and jewels. As for toes, a pedicure involving simple clear gloss or nude colors, classic red or pink, are good. Number 10, dress in simple accessories that go along with the rest of your dressing and your skin tone so that the accessory can complement your skin. It is advisable to stick to either gold or silver to make it easier on yourself. Therefore, do not go overboard with accessories. Avoid over-accessorizing by sticking with the simple minimal jewelry like a pair of earrings, a watch, or earrings, and a pendant necklace. Avoid the jewelry that makes noise because it can be irritating and disrupting to those around you. 11, know your body shape and get dressed based on your shape. If you are an apple-shaped woman, carry more weight around your middle. I repeat, because this is key for you, my dear viewer and my dear listener who is a lady. Know your body shape and get dressed based on your shape. Do you know your body shape? If not, this will help you. There are various body shapes. One of them is apple shape. If you are an apple-shaped woman, who is an apple-shaped woman? An apple-shaped woman is a woman or a lady who carry more weight around her middle. If you are such a type, wear a A-line dress and clothing that emphasize your bust and legs while de-emphasizing your waist. The second shape is called pear shape. If you are a pear-shaped lady, that is, a lady with smaller bust, but with larger hips and thighs, then you need to dress in an A-line dress, layered tops, and simple darker colored bottoms or buttons. If you are banana-shaped, who is a banana-shaped lady? A banana-shaped lady is a lady who is slim all over. So if you are slim all over, that is, if you are a banana-shaped lady, highlight your shape by wearing clothes that create curves. The other type of body shape for ladies is called hourglass. So if you have hourglass shape, that is, you are a lady with larger breasts and full hips, but with a thin or a slim waist, then you need to dress in tailored pieces and wrap dresses. Number 12, always be real and yourself. Let your personality shine through your outfits by focusing on what feels good and right for you, according to your style and your preferences. Do not dress in a certain way just because your friends are dressing that way. Number 13, pay attention to the bag that you carry by ensuring that it is not too big or too small for your body size, while at the same time ensuring that the color for that bag matches with the color of your outfit. What about for a man? If you are a gentleman or a man, you also need to heed to the following considerations in order to dress classy and appropriately. Just as I have asked the ladies, if you are a gentleman, you are a man, have you also ever thought about how you dress? Do you know how to dress? Or you have just been dressing and you have been claiming that you are smart? Listen to this. If you are a man or a gentleman, always heed to the following considerations in order to dress classy and appropriately. Number one, ensure that your trousers or your pants are straight, slightly wide, faintly booty cut, menswear inspired, and a half-inch off the floor in the back. I repeat, ensure that your trousers are always straight. They are slightly wide. They are faintly booty cut. And they are menswear that is inspired and has a half-inch off the floor in the back and is a half-inch off the floor in the back. Avoid pleated suit trousers around the waist and the hips. Why? Because they tend to make you or the wearer appear bulkier and shorter than he or she actually is. So stick to flat front trousers or pants. That is, trousers without pleats. Number two, always take consideration of your physical builds, such as height and body proportions, so that you can dress well and appropriately. If you have a trapezoid body, let me ask you, my dear listener, who is a gentleman, do you know your body shape? Do you know your body type? If not, listen to this. There is what we call a male trapezoid body type. So if you have a trapezoid body type, dress in slim fit clothing. The second shape is called rectangular body type. If you have a rectangular body type, dress in clothes that enhance a slim look. The other type is called oval or triangle or inverted body. Triangle or inverted triangle body type. If you have an oval or a triangle inverted type or triangle body type, dress in clothes that are loose across the chest, but of correct size. Number three, whenever you are wearing or you want to dress in a suit, always make sure that, number one, your suit is having the appropriate color. Number two, it is good to always opt for a charcoal or gray suit over black unless you are attending a funeral or other equally conservative events. Thirdly, and that charcoal or navy suit is a multi-purpose one and can be worn in any occasion. However, it is advisable for every man to have a black, navy, gray, brown, and tan suits. In other words, when you are purchasing your suits, my dear viewer and my dear listener, ladies and gentlemen, always go for black, navy, gray, brown, and tan, or the neutral colors. These complement each other because you can always combine them and look your best. You can wear, for example, a black trouser and a gray coat. You can wear a black trouser and a gray jacket, etc. You must always remember that whenever you wear your suit, and also your coat or what we call a jacket, you must always button or close your suit jacket whenever you are standing or walking, and always unbutton it or open it before you sit, and let it remain open for as long as you are seated. Never, never button the bottom button of your suit jacket or coat, but only button the middle button. So if your coat or jacket has one button, you must always button it when you stand or when you're walking, but open it when you sit. If it has two buttons, then you must always button the top button, but leave the lower button buttoned or unbuttoned. I repeat, if your jacket or your coat has two buttons, only button the top one. If it has three buttons, only button the middle one. One button suit jacket is good for tall and slim individuals and is worn mostly in black tie or evening events. A two-button suit jacket is appropriate for everyone and can therefore be worn in any occasion. The three-button jackets are good for tall men and is mostly worn for formal business occasions. The four-button jackets are ideal for formal dressing for every formal occasion. Always remember to wear suit jackets with the two sleeve buttons for casual occasions and those with the four sleeve buttons for formal occasions. If your jacket or coat has a brand label on the sleeve or has busting stitches, that is strings and tags, that are not meant to be part of your final suit look, make sure that you remove them before we wear that jacket. The length of the suit jacket should be long enough to cover your pants, that is your trousers zipper, and the seat of your pants, as well as extend slightly over your rear. If your suit jacket has shoulder pants, ensure that they end precisely at the end of your shoulders and that they sit right. This is because if the shoulder pants extend past your natural shoulder line, the jacket will look oversized, while if the pants do not reach the end of your shoulders, the jacket will appear too small. Always ensure that the width of your thigh matches the width of your nipples. Therefore, always ensure that the width of your thigh and nipple are both current in style. Go for a double-vented suit jacket because it offers a sleek and refined appearance and prevents the suit from bunching up when seated and maintains its clean lines. Pair a suit jacket with its vest, especially When not dressed in a tie, in order to enhance your suit appearance, in addition to providing you with additional warmth. The vest should just grace the top of your belt and should not be longer or smaller than that. The buttons for a vest follow the same rules as those for buttoning a suit jacket. However, you can also button the top button for a vest for a more formal look. It is also advisable to wear a deep V-neck or an A-style undershirt, especially the one which is specifically designed for providing a base for your formal wear, absorb sweat, and prevent any potential stains or odors from reaching your dress shirt and suit. This undershirt should not be visible through your dress shirt, even if your top shirt button was undone. Number 4, make sure that you only wear a jacket or a coat that fits you well in such a way that it does not look too loose or tight at the chest. How can you know that? To know that your jacket or a coat is of the right size, it should enable you to easily place 3 fingers perpendicularly between it and your stomach, and also enable you to zip your hand between your chest and your buttoned jacket such that it feels snug, but at the same time with room to move. Number 5, you can always wear a single coat or a jacket with several pairs of trousers as long as they are matching. Number 6, always keep the top button of your shirt buttoned, as you also ensure that the lines of the shirt collar are kept matching. Number 7, always cover the collar for your shirt by ensuring that your shirt collar disappears under the lapels of your suit jacket. Number 8, ensure that your shirt collar fits you well and is comfortable without making you look choked, not tight, by ensuring that you can easily place 2 fingers between your skin and the collar. Number 9, always make sure that your shirt sleeves are of the right length and fit so that it's only a quarter, that is 1.5 centimeters of an inch of the curve of your shirt sleeve appear from beneath the jacket sleeve. Therefore, a perfect suit appearance requires that your shirt curve extend approximately a half an inch below your jacket curve. The length of your shirt curve should end right at the hinge of your wrist. Number 10, your trousers or pants should always fit you well in such a way that they should never let your socks be seen, but should always sit on the top of your shoes. Therefore, always make sure that your pants or trousers break on top of your shoes, just skimming the tops of your shoes and creating a single crease. Number 11, always make sure that your socks are long enough so that your legs are not exposed between your trousers and your shoes when you sit down. In other words, when you sit down, the skin of your legs should not be seen. Always ensure that the socks are appropriately matched with your suit and are sufficiently long. However, avoid the plain black or white socks. It is always good to opt for use and patterns that either coordinate with your attire or provide a tasteful contrast. Number 12, always wear a belt or suspenders, but never wear both. In other words, you should never wear a belt and suspenders at the same time. The belt is always a bridge between your upper and lower half, providing a smooth transition that enhances the overall cohesion and elegance to your suit. Always make sure that your belt and your shoes have matching color. Number 13, always choose a thin belt, the same color as your shoes, with a silver, gold, or bronze belt buckle. Avoid novelty belt buckles because they can detract from the sophistication of the suit. Opt for classic understated buckle that aligns with the formality and the style of your attire. Number 14, make it a habit and a part of your fashion to put on a good wristwatch. Why? Because it indicates that you are a man who is cautious of time and manager or manages it well. In fact, a wristwatch is also good for ladies. Therefore, dress in a comfortable watch with the right size and depth relative to your wrist. Whenever you are wearing a wristwatch, make sure that its leather strap is of the same color as your belt and the shoe. Number 15, always ensure that your thigh length end at the tip of your belt are no longer and that it hides your shirt buttons. Therefore, your tie should just reach the waistband of your trousers or the top of your belt buckle. Number 16, always ensure that your tie is not exposed through any other part of your shirt's collar except at the front where the knot is. So, always cover the tie with your shirt's collar without sneaking out under your collar. Number 17, always make sure that your tie's color is darker than your shirt. In addition, your tie should be a darker shade than your jacket. In addition, it is good to hold your tie in position using a tie clip or a tie pin. Number 18, for a polished look, it is advisable to wear classic white shirt because it is versatile and can be paired with any suit or tie. Avoid shirts with embroidered styles and go for those with the colors or with the colors, those with the colors which works with or without a tie. Not just colors. Avoid shirts with embroidered styles and go for those with the colors. Colors that works with or without a tie and that always sits properly under a jacket. Number 19, if you want to add some extra level of polish to your suit's jacket, by making use of a pocket square, ensure that you never wear a pocket square that matches your tie or shirt in either pattern, color, or fabric. In addition, its color should be darker than that of your jacket. Always fold your pocket square so that it sits or fits snugly in the pocket and just peeks out of the top. The key to a successful pocket square is in the coordination by complementing the colors and the patterns of your suit and the tie. Number 20, always dress in a cotton boxer short or boxer brief pants because they can take repeated washing, enable your private parts breathe well, and are comfortable against your skin. Number 21, dress in good shoes with the appropriate shape, color, pattern, and sole that does not look fuzzy and that can last for several years. The best color for your everyday wear shoes is dark brown or lighter browns if wearing a lighter colored suit. However, loafers or Oxfords are the most common shoes to wear with most suits. Always keep your shoes and the suit in the same color family in order to ensure that they look coordinated. Number 22, invest on acquiring a pair of glasses that makes you feel good and comfortable, taking into account your face shape while considering the top line of the frames in relation to your eyebrow shape. It is always good to dress in a way that the message you pass through your dress communication rhymes and matches with the ones that you utter orally so that your messages can be well understood. That is why, whether you are a man or a gentleman, or a lady or a woman, it is vague excuse for you to dress in a way that you are dressing communicates certain information, yet you dispute the fact orally when challenged by others. I repeat, that is why it is a vague excuse for an individual to dress in a way that his or her dressing communicates certain information vividly, yet dispute the fact orally when challenged by others. Therefore, your dressing style, which is your dress communication, should always enhance what you say orally and match with your personality, values, and character. It is thus vital to remember that your dressing creates a long-lasting first impression about you, and it communicates long before you open your mouth to speak. Therefore, whereas dressing appropriately might take a lot of your time and effort, it is worth of your time. You will thus always be treated based on how you dress, and that's why dressing is not just dressing, but dressing is meant to be for a purpose. If you want to be treated as a very important person, then dress, or you need to dress as a very important person. If you dress well, you will always have a higher level of confidence because you always feel good of yourself and people praise you, thus boosting your ego, enabling you to perform even better in your work. And with that, my dear viewers and my dear listener, I hope you have understood what dressing is all about, why you need to dress the way you can communicate about what you intend, and how to dress well, either as a gentleman or as a lady. And with that, may I congratulate you for listening to this video on how to dress and what it communicates. To easily access more life skills, motivational and inspirational resources from this Emily Swap Life Skills YouTube channel, click on subscribe button below this video if it's not currently reading as subscribed. For any further suggestions, corrections, or queries in relation to this video and others posted in this YouTube channel, feel free to write to us through the email emilyswap@gmail.com. Thank you very much for listening to me. Dress well and dress nicely and appropriately for each and every occasion, and be blessed.